Good morning, YouTube. Tennessee Wingman here. Wednesday. It's Retired Riders Day. Going to meet up with my old buddies. See if we can't get in a few miles. Another couple hundred today. And off we go through the subdivision. So, let's see if we can recap what all's been happening last week. Saturday, we had the maintenance day. I think I told you guys what we were headed to do that. Well, we got the maintenance day done. Lots of work. Lots of fellowship and food with the ladies. Provided the food, and man, well, that was good. I did get my highway pegs changed. Now I'm all consistent. Got rid of the ugly ones that I had. Put them up for sale. I'm sure somebody likes them, but I don't. I did put a telephone mount on. I've always resisted that. Didn't feel like I needed it because I had a Bluetooth into my helmet. But with this new job, I haven't got the Bluetooth on this bike yet, so with the new job, I want to be able to see when something comes in for me. So we'll see how that works. I'm pretty sure it'll use up some battery power. I'm gonna have to run a battery connector to it. I haven't done that yet. But as they say, you know, you got to make these things your own. You do what, put on them what you want. Don't ever let anybody talk you out of doing something of that nature. Every time you talk about this radio or this GPS or anything of that nature, telephone, you always got that one or two person, I don't want to do nothing when I'm riding. Listen to the road, listen to the motor, and all. I know what a motor sounds like. As a matter of fact, I can hear all of that above my radio. I got it piped into I can use the speakers. The Goldwing's got one of the best radios on the market. I mean, I can turn my radio up halfway, and at 80 miles an hour, I hear it perfectly fine, even through my helmet. But I don't do that. I run it inside because it takes a whole lot of wind noise out and all that. Not that there's a whole lot of wind noise on a Goldwing, but my pipes are just loud enough that I can hear them. I know what the engine sounds like. And I do like music. I started touring the United States in the 70s. I was in the Army. I was stationed in Florida. I rode that motorcycle. I had a Honda CB 550. And I rode that motorcycle back and forth to Georgia so many times I can't count, because my mother lived in Georgia. And I would just go up there for the weekend. It wouldn't be a long weekend, but I'd go up there. And I would have music. Back in those days, you didn't have Bluetooth or any of that stuff, but you did have a Sony Walkman. And I would take a Sony Walkman and I would put it in one pocket of my blue jean jacket, and I'd put 2 or 3 cassettes in the other pocket of my blue jean jacket, and I would run the wire to my little earphone buds up into my helmet. And I could operate that thing. It had big buttons. I could operate with the buttons on it. You know, I could pull it out of my pocket. I could lay it down. I could change this cassette tape, and put it back in, or pull it out, flip the cassette tape to get the other side. And I had music. Well, I've always wanted music. It makes me, it just chills me out and lets me ride with enjoyment. Now with the Gold Wings, I have music in my helmet. I have an intercom for the wife in the back. I have a CB radio that we talk to the other Gold Wings on. And most of that is with traffic. You know, we talk about, you know, lane choice and move to the next lane, and, you know, somebody pulling out in front of us. I mean, we do a lot of communication on the CB, and we stay on channel 1. We don't go to 19, and we don't do all that breaker, good night, but, you know, all that stuff. That ain't nothing. But it is a convenient way to have everybody on the radio at one time, and you don't worry about connections. You ain't got to worry about you dropped your Bluetooth. You ain't worried about you know, your center or something didn't connect with your buddy. Oh, I forgot to plug my stuff up and charge it overnight, and I don't have radio communications tomorrow. You know, oh my gosh. No, we don't have all that. But they look at us and call us old school. Yeah, maybe old school's not so bad. What do you think? Anyway, we're gonna go out for a ride today, and I'm normally the ride leader, and I don't know where we're going. Is that kind of weird? I don't know. It's one of those things, just point the bike and go. It's beautiful weather right now. Let's see what we got. 70 degrees. It's 8:34 in the morning. It's going up into the low 80s. Man, that's just right now. It's just absolutely perfect. No big, really bad clouds in the sky, and sun shining, 70 degrees. Woo! I could ride all day like this. Anyway, I just left Shelbyville. This is 41A North. It goes up through Unionville, up to Eagleville, and on up to Highway 96 into Murfreesboro, Highway 840 into Murfreesboro. I meet those guys at the Hardee's up there. Go figure that, old guys meeting at Hardee's. So we leave there about 9. No, we leave there about 10. I won't be there by 9. But it takes me about 45 minutes for me to get to my house to Hardee's to start the ride. So I tell those guys, hey guys, I've been riding already today. What y'all been doing? So my bike said it's 70 degrees, and my telephone right here said 62 degrees. I don't know who to believe. I think somebody's lying to me. It don't feel like 62 because it's not cold at all. Normally at 62 degrees, you're worrying about, you need an underlayer. I don't have an underlayer on my mesh jacket, so it ain't 62 degrees, I can tell you that. Maybe this ain't caught up with me yet. Boy, this is Tennessee walking horse country right through here. It is so pretty. Anyway, I'm going to take off here, and we'll catch up with you when we get with the guys, and I'll record a little bit more. But until then, Tennessee Wingman's out. GoPro, stop recording.